Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome back to this Wednesday edition of Thoroughbred Action here at Gulfstream Park. We have 11 races on tap. We'll go now and check out those track and weather conditions.
We start the afternoon with the fast main track and a firm turf course. Temperatures in the low 80s here this afternoon. First race of the afternoon at 6.5 furlongs. Claimers which have not won two, and for a price tag of $6,250, a field of 9. The betting favorite was number 5, Money Market. Racing at Gulfstream. Kamsa Fu bobbled at the start and is last early. Nacho Giant wins the break and goes looking for the lead. Down at the inside, Moonstricking comes away in the top flight. The first race favorite, Money Market's not far away. He'll land second. Sirhanown third. Nacho Giant takes over fourth. Down at the inside, it's Fedek from fifth. On hold next race's Bay Point Count, about 3.5 lengths off the lead. Kamsa Fu recovers after early trouble to race third last. Second last is Magnanimous Mind, and Slapjack trails through a 22-4 opening quarter. Around the far turn they go. Up front, Money Market takes it to the long shot leader, Moonstricking. Sirhanown travels as a team with Nacho Giant third and fourth. Stretch of 3 to Bay Point Count, followed by Kamsa Fu. Fedek is next. Magnanimous Mind is at the rail, and Slapjack is the trailer with 5/16 to go. Money Market let out a notch in opening 2.5. Nacho Giant, Sirhanown second and third. Fourth is Bay Point Count. That's all for Moonstricking. Magnanimous Mind trying to run on from the back as they turn for home. They have the favorite to run down. Money Market off the turn with a 2-length lead. Sirhanown taking up the slack second. He's bridging the gap. From third, Bay Point Count, then Magnanimous Mind. Money Market is all in, and Sirhanown is on to the front. It's Sirhanown inside the final furlong, edging away. Money Market trying to hold on to second. Third to Magnanimous Mind, then Bay Point Count. The winner is Sirhanown by 2.5. Money Market second, Magnanimous Mind third, then Bay Point Count, and Kamsa Fu to complete the high five in 120 flat. Minor upset to start the Wednesday proceedings is number 3, Sirhanown, kicks by the favorite to get the score under jockey Tony Mirage for owner Brian Khalil and trainer Daniel Gazzeder. 5, Money Market well clear for second, ahead of 6, Magnanimous Mind, who ran on from the back to get third. To the second race we go, 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers which have not won two, in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch the 1, Salt Mine, a field of 7. The betting favorite in race 2 was number 3, Final Encore. And they're off. Picture perfect beginning. From the inside, Final Encore is heading off for the early lead. Out the rail, Summer Scamp tries to keep his spot toward the inside. Moving up on the outside is Old Sport to take over third. At the back early is Power Driven as they run around the first turn. Up top, a bit keen. Final Encore leads Old Sport half a length. Summer Scamp races from third. Tapping on the brakes very severely there was Power Driven. Power Driven tried to scoot through inside and got shuffled about 8 lengths back and is now last. Meanwhile, taking over the fourth position is Wild Impulse ahead of Appa, 3 clear of Cotton Colors, and Power Driven is now being eased at the back. Power Driven has been pulled up. The opening quarter was 23-2. Down the backstretch they go. Final Encore leads narrowly. Old Sport alongside second. Wild Impulse a joint third alongside Summer Scamp, who's down toward the inside. Stretch of 3 to Appa, and it's a length to Cotton Colors. They make their way past the half-mile pole through a 46-2 opening half-mile. Sharp pace being set, and up top the leader is Final Encore and Jose Ortiz by a length. Old Sport second, Wild Impulse third. Summer Scamp is fourth. Appa tries to tack on fifth, and 3 to Cotton Colors. They run to the top of the stretch. Final Encore has been in front from the outset. Here's Appa and the white blinkers on the far outside to take a shot as they straighten for home. Final Encore leads by 2. Summer Scamp is back for more. Appa closing good ground on the outside. Here's Appa sweeping up to take the lead while shifting ground. Final Encore is second. Summer Scamp, then Old Sport on the outside in Cotton Colors. Appa in front by 2.5. Summer Scamp second. Final Encore third. Fourth was Cotton Colors in 128-4. Good run from off the speed today for number 6, Appa, who kicks on to win it, springing a minor upset in the process under jockey Corey Lannery for trainer Jane Sibeli and owner Clark Orstrom. Second 2, Summer Scamp ahead of 3, Final Encore, who finished third. We'll take a brief timeout. When we come back, there's more great racing action on the Wednesday card from South Florida right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for the third race at 1 mile over the main track. Non-winners are 2 the category. The price tag here is $6,250. We had a field of 7. The betting favorite, number 1, Doin' the Watusi.
And they're off. From the outside, Toother Bell and Starship Sheba begin nicely, moving at the rail. Here's the favorite, Doin' the Watusi. And Doin' the Watusi, offensive-minded under Edgar Prado to put ahead in front as they line up behind her in the run out of the chute. Starship Sheba's at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Solidaire now puts ahead in front of Doin' the Watusi. Toother Bell third. Starship Impulse is fourth. Fist Bump is fifth. Racing sixth is Misty Phyllis, and 5 to Starship Sheba. Opening quarter, energetic, 23-4. Up top, Doin' the Watusi leads by an X. Solidaire is second. Now here's Jaramillo on Fist Bump, moving through down at the rail, and Fist Bump now will force the hand of Doin' the Watusi again. So she's had some challenges in the early stages, has the favorite, but she's still ahead in front. From fourth, it's Starship Impulse. Fifth is Toother Bell. Misty Phyllis is next, and Starship Sheba is last as they round the far turn. 46-4 for the opening half mile. That's a fast pace for the level and distance as they round the far turn. Fist Bump takes a narrow lead. Doin' the Watusi has been pressed from the outset. She starts to crack second. On the outside, Solidaire. On the far outside, Toother Bell. At the inside, Starship Impulse. Misty Phyllis is trying to run on with momentum for Joelle Bermudez within 5 lengths of the lead as they come past the quarter-mile pole. 3 quarters went in a time of 1:13-3, and Fist Bump has the lead. Starship Impulse off cover for Luca Panici. These two have moved 2.5 better than Solidaire, then Toother Bell. Doin' the Watusi now back to last, passed by Starship Sheba with 1/8 of a mile to go. Fist Bump is still there. Fist Bump now by 3. Starship Impulse, Toother Bell left in the wake of Fist Bump. Fist Bump will win it, and they'll win it by 2.5 in the end. Going to get close here for second. Toother Bell gets second. Starship Impulse third, then Misty Phyllis, and Starship Sheba completes the high five in 1:43-1.
Favorite ended up last in today's third race. That was good news for number 2, Fist Bump, who took advantage of an inside position past the half-mile pole and rolled for the score under jockey Amisael Jaramillo for trainer Larry Pilati in Monarch Stables. Second 6, Toother Bell ahead of the 4, Starship Impulse, who ran third. Next up is the fourth race, race number 4 at 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $35,000. Scratch the 9, Face of Winner. A field of 8 went to the gate. The favorites included number 6, Market Outlook, and number 8, Eminent Force.
And they're off. From the center, Run for Logistics gets the first call. My Point Exactly moves at the rail to challenge. From the far outside, Eminent Force is away in the top flight, and so is Market Outlook as they're 4 across the track in the run to the first turn. Backing off to speed 5th is Bombagia, then Chamois. Settling in second last is Sportscaster, and the early trailer is Tesserone. Around the first turn and up top, My Point Exactly leads it by 1.5 lengths. Run for Logistics is there second, Market Outlook third. Bombagia is now racing from 4th, and Eminent Force is 5th. Down at the inside goes Chamois while racing 6th. 7th is Tesserone, and Sportscaster is 8th and last through the opening quarter in a very quick 22-3. Moving right along up the backstretch, Jose Ortiz and My Point Exactly pushed along by Run for Logistics in the 2-path, and they've opened 4 on Bombagia, who's clearly third. From 4th, it's Market Outlook, then Eminent Force and Chamois. Tesserone has had pace to chase in the second last position, and trailing is Sportscaster. Around the far turn they go. The opening half mile was wicked, 45 seconds flat. Meanwhile, up front, the leader's still My Point Exactly. Run for Logistics is second. They're really stringing out behind the leaders, trying to tack on Eminent Fourth and to the inside Bombagia as they turn for the money. My Point Exactly leads it now by 2.5. From the outside, Eminent Force tries to take up the slack. Sportscaster is at the rail, but My Point Exactly still there. My Point Exactly by 3. Up to second is Eminent Force, then Bombagia and Sportscaster. My Point Exactly digging in and hanging on. Second was Eminent Force, very close for third. Bombagia over Sportscaster, then Tesserone at 1:27-1.
Some kind of a good performance today from number 1, My Point Exactly, who flat out whistled to the 3 quarters in 8 and change and had something left for the stretch drive, getting the victory under Jose Ortiz for trainer Elizabeth Dobles and Imaginary Stables. A very sharp victory indeed. To the fifth race we go now. Maiden Claimers at the 6 furlong journey, in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 3, Equine Perfection. Scratch the 7, Gunther Brothers. All eyes on number 5, Bourbon City, as the 2-5 favorite.
And they're off. From the center, Bourbon City begins nicely. Down at the inside, Twas Nero, and from the outside, High Mischief. High Mischief puts ahead in front, and Twas Nero is right back at him. Bourbon City is in tight between horses, shuffled now to be fourth. Down at the inside, here's Cool as Ice moving through to take over second. At the back of the pack, both Joey My Boy and Mongolian Dancer as they go past the half-mile pole. Up front, down the inside, it's Cool as Ice by ahead. Twas Nero right back at him second. High Mischief is third. They've opened 5 now on Bourbon City, who will have to get a move on from fourth. Stretch of 3 to Joey My Boy, and Mongolian Dancer is last of all as they run to the top of the stretch. It's a 3-way go up top. From the inside, Cool as Ice. From between horses, Twas Nero, and on the outside, High Mischief. It's still better than 7 to Bourbon City, trying to gain ground off the flank of these leaders now, and 6 in front of the other 2 as they turn for home. High Mischief sweeps up 3 wide. Now Bourbon City begins to run on. Bourbon City is fourth, but he is closing ground with 1/8 of a mile to go. With the lead, it's High Mischief, but not for long. Bourbon City swallows him up. And Bourbon City took a while to find his feet, but now he's moving away. Bourbon City and jockey Corey Lannery going away. They won it by 4. Twas Nero second, High Mischief third, Cool as Ice fourth, then Mongolian Dancer and Joey My Boy, 1:14-3.
Well, the leaders left Bourbon City behind inside the final 3 furlongs, but Bourbon City rallied boldly to get the score in emphatic fashion under jockey Corey Lannery for his second winner of the afternoon. Dale Romans, the winning trainer, Tradewind Farms, the owners of the Son of City Zip. Number 1, Twas Nero, was second ahead of the 6, High Mischief, who ran third. We'll take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the Rainbow 6 sequence right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow 6. More than 75,000 bet in the Rainbow 6 today. And this race was at 6 furlongs. A field of 7, the heavy favorite, the first timer, number 6, Switzerland.
And they're off. From the outside, the money train begins nicely. Moving up in the center, here's Diamond Jim to take over. And Diamond Jim leads the way now by almost 2. Switzerland finds his feet to race up into second ahead of Matter of Factor third. Giuseppe the Great is now fourth. Then the money train, Good Zapper, sent hard from the inside. He's improving now to be fourth. And trailing the field is Into Belief. They make their way past the half-mile pole. And with the lead, it's Diamond Jim a half a length. Switzerland looms up alongside second. Down at the inside third goes Matter of Factor. It's a stretch of another 3 to Giuseppe the Great with Good Zapper. Then back to the 2 long shots, the money train and Into Belief. The opening quarter went in 22-1, less than 5/16 to go. Diamond Jim has the lead. Switzerland is on the outside second. These 2 have moved well clear of the others, led by Giuseppe the Great. Then at the inside fourth is Matter of Factor as they turn for home. Diamond Jim fights to hold it. Here's Switzerland launching an attack on the outside second. These 2 shoulder to shoulder with 1/8 of a mile to go. Diamond Jim repelling the initial challenge from Switzerland, who's not done trying. 5 lengths back to Giuseppe the Great third, then the money train. In deep stretch, Diamond Jim and John Velasquez will win it and win it by a length in the end. Switzerland second, Giuseppe the Great third, fourth the money train, and fifth Into Belief in 1:12-1.
Second choice in the wagering 3, Diamond Jim, had something in reserve when confronted by the favorite Switzerland and held firm for the score under jockey John Velasquez for trainer Todd Pletcher and 3 Diamonds Farm. Number 6, Switzerland, ran well in his debut to be second ahead of the 4, Giuseppe the Great, who ran third. On to the 7th race we go, the start of the 50-cent Leap Pick 5, 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 4, Leopards Hill Road, a field of 7. The favorites included the 3, Street Princess, and the 5, Roraima.
And they're off. From the far outside, Sensational Saturday gets the first call. Street Princess is up to challenge. Moving up at the inside is Canary Green alongside Felina's Song in the run out of the chute. Felina's Song now goes to put ahead in front. In between horses, Roraima up on the outside, Sensational Saturday, and down at the rail, Canary Green. On hold next comes Miss Visconti, then Street Princess, and Diana's Comprise is last of the lot, but only about 3.5 lengths from first to last through the opening quarter in 24 and 2. On the inside, Canary Green and Jose Alvarez take the lead by a neck. Felina's Song second. Sensational Saturday parked 4 wide. Roraima's racing from fourth while in the 3-path. Then Miss Visconti and Street Princess. And wide at the back, the trailer, Diana's Comprise. They make their way to the half-mile mark. They're past the half-mile mark now, and up top, the leader's still Canary Green through a 47 and 4 half-mile. In between horses, Felina's Song out 3 deep is Sensational Saturday. Roraima's in a tough spot trying to work between horses. Street Princess beat her to the spot. She's now into third. From the back, and Diana's Comprise wide as Miss Visconti as they run to the top of the stretch. 5/16 away. Up top, Felina's Song still has the lead. Working harder behind her. Roraima's between horses. Street Princess is at the rail. Miss Visconti 4 wide. Then Diana's Comprise after 3 quarters and 1:13 and 4. They have Felina's Song to catch. Felina's Song and jockey Miguel Vasquez set down for the drive on a 2-length lead. Switched off cover now. Roraima tries to make late impact up the inside, and Street Princess final furlong. Felina's Song with a 2.5 length lead. Roraima's up into second, but time is ticking away. In fact, time has run out. Felina's Song wins by almost 2. Roraima second, Miss Visconti third, then Street Princess and Canary Green in 1:41 and 2.
Number 2, Felina's Song gets a good trip and parlays it to victory in race 7 today under jockey Miguel Vasquez for trainer Andy Williams and owners Andy Williams and Janine McGinn. Second 5, Roraima, who did not have an optimum setup. She got up for second ahead of 7, Miss Visconti, who ran third. Street Princess completes the super. To the 8th race we go on turf at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $30,000. Scratch the 1 and scratch the 11. A field of 9. Favorites included the 2, Ortega, and number 7, Giants Jewel.
And they're off. A brief hop at the start from Maddie's Wonder Girl. Quick start inside for Vendita, who's heading off for the early lead. In the center, Sober on Sunday comes away on the top flight. So does Janine Melnitz, and so does Murray's Girl in the run to the first turn. They're stacked 4 across the course. Back 5th and down inside goes Ortega to race about 4 lengths off the lead, working a length in advance of more than just hello. Giants Jewel is next, and then to her outside, Play the Break, and 2.5 for the trailer, Maddie's Wonder Girl. They run into the backstretch. The early tussle has been completed, and emerging up top, Murray's Girl and Juan Lever to lead by 2.5. Vendita's second. To the outside, Janine Melnitz is now third. Racing from 4th is Sober on Sunday. Then comes Ortega down at the inside, More Than Just Hello, followed outside by Play the Break. In between horses goes Giants Jewel and trailing Maddie's Wonder Girl. The opening quarter, 23 seconds flat. There's less than half a mile to go. Up top, the leader, Murray's Girl, by 2.5. Vendita's second, Sober on Sunday, a joint third alongside Janine Melnitz. Moving up from 5th is Ortega, then More Than Just Hello. To the outside and moving up is Play the Break. In between horses, Giants Jewel and Maddie's Wonder Girl is last as they take closer order and the run to the top of the stretch. Murray's Girl is in front. She's hounded outside by a run coming from Sober on Sunday. Also right there is Vendita. Over the top and a run coming now from the back from Play the Break as they turn home. With the lead now, Vendita sweeps up to take the lead. Play the Break. Ortega for Janine Melnitz. They chase at the leader. Down the center in Giants Jewel, 1/8 of a mile to go. Vendita still there. Janine Melnitz trying to press past. Janine Melnitz at Vendita. Vendita digging. Janine Melnitz surging. Vendita! Vendita and Jaramillo held firm to win it. Janine Melnitz second. Giants Jewel third in 1:34 and 3.
Game performance today from number 3, Vendita, who fends off all challenges and gets a narrow victory, giving Misael Jaramillo his second winner of the afternoon. Pat Biancone, the winning trainer for DP Racing. To the 9th race we go, 6.5 furlongs, an allowance optional claiming event. With a field reduced by 1, scratch number 5, Worth Avenue. A field of 9, the odds-on choice, number 2, Galia.
And they're off. From the outside, Sadie Be Good gets the first call. Gallia quickly up toward the inside to challenge for the lead. Also coming away on the top flight is Lemon Zip in the run out of the chute. In between horses goes Modacious with Divine Miss Gray. Up on the outside, Sadie Be Good puts ahead in front. Gallia second, Modacious is third. Bones is out of there from fourth. Then down at the inside, La Vie Ross, followed by Divine Miss Gray. That's the top flight, 5 lengths clear of Enigmatica third last. Champagne Problems is second last, and now dropping to trail Lemon Zip. Quarter time, 22-2, around the far turn they go. It's the odds-on favorite, Gallia and Johnny V, to put ahead in front. Right back at her is Sadie Be Good. Bones the Gray is third behind the speed. Ridden hard fourth is Modacious, not gaining yet. Stretch of 4 to Divine Miss Gray ahead of La Vie Ross. Then from the back, trying to run on for a minor award is Lemon Zip as they pass the quarter-mile pole. They move for home now, and up top, the leader is still Gallia by a neck. Sadie Be Good has hounded her from the outside. Bones is third. Up the inside, Modacious is not done fighting. In fact, she has a little bit of a punch behind the speed. 1/8 of a mile to go. The leader is Gallia by 2. Modacious is up the inside. Bones on the outside. Then Sadie Be Good. Final furlong. The leader is still Gallia. Modacious and Bones battle it out second and third, but the favorite will get the job done. Here's Gallia by a length and a half. Modacious second. Bones third. Then Sadie Be Good, followed by Divine Miss Gray. Picture after that in 1:19-1.
Number 2, Gallia takes care of business in today's 9th race, remaining undefeated for trainer Todd Pletcher and owner Sumaya U.S. Stable. John Velasquez on board for his second riding victory of the afternoon. One to put on the list is the 3 Modacious. The Parks Invader ran well in her South Florida debut to get up for second ahead of the 6 Bones with a reasonable effort. She ran third. 10 Sadie Be Good completes the super. We'll take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the late daily double on the Wednesday card right after this. Back now for race number 10, Maiden Claimers on the turf at 5 furlongs. First half of the late daily double, they're in for a $20,000 price tag. A field of 9 went postward. The betting favorites were 2 Midnight Tail and 4 Flashy Val.
And they're off. From the inside, Perfect State wins the start. Down at the inside, Midnight Tail comes away a joint second alongside Flashy Val. Out wide on the course and racing in fourth is Golden Trippy. Stretch of 3 to Jill's Catch. Then comes Apella's Ball. Southern and Sassy had to tap on the brakes third last. Second last is Honor the Madonna. And True Temptation is last of the lot as they swing around the far turn. Up front, Perfect State leads by a length. Flashy Val second, Midnight Tail third. Golden Trippy is fourth. Jill's Catch tries to catch up well fifth. Stretch of 4 to Apella's Ball, then Southern and Sassy. Second last is Honor the Madonna, and True Temptation is last as they run to the top of the stretch. With the lead, it's still Perfect State. Flashy Val comes to call second. Midnight Tail swung to the center for a stretch charge in third as there's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Flashy Val up for a short lead. Perfect State battles on second, and down the outside, Midnight Tail third. In deep stretch, here's Midnight Tail surging at the leaders. Midnight Tail's got him. Midnight Tail and Paco Lopez to do it. Second, Flashy Val. Third, Perfect State. Then Southern and Sassy and Golden Trippy in 57 flat.
First time on turf and first time in for $20,000 proved no problem for number 2, Midnight Tail, who graduates in her second career start for trainer Joe Sharp, owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey, and winning rider Paco Lopez. 4, Flashy Val second ahead of 3, Perfect State, who ran third. 11th and final race on turf at 7.5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a $25,000 price tag. A field of 11. This was a wide open betting race.
And runners away. Geopolitical was a step slow. Up front, it's I'm Majestic heading off for the early lead from Classic Move, who comes away to race in second. Down on the inside, Ray Estrella's out of there third, alongside Bodie Dog in the run to the first turn. Up top, it's I'm Majestic by a length, Classic Move second, Ray Estrella third. Sparky Surprise on the outside fourth. Down at the inside goes Bodie Dog. Milo Diamond's in the 2-path. They work a length better than an improving 2 Stormy, who's taken in hand to race about 7 lengths off the lead, working a length in front of Cape Apache. Then comes Moreno Mojo third last, second last fast is Thomas Paine, and Geopolitical trails through the opening quarter in 23 flat. I'm Majestic at 11-1, left alone up front with a 2-length lead. Classic Move is second. On the outside, Sparky Surprise is now third, Reyes Stray fourth. Then Bodie Dog in fifth. Racing up on the outside, Milo Diamond is sixth. From seventh and still unhurried is Too Stormy. It's a stretch of another length to Moreno Mojo, who gets started 3 wide, working in front of Thomas Paine, dropping second last Cape Apache, and Geopolitical is last. They run around the far turn. Classic Move is up to challenge the leader. I'm Majestic. 3 lengths back to the outside and putting in a run third is Moreno Mojo. Running on from fourth while 4 wide is Too Stormy, and they turn home. Classic Move set sail for the money, moving away by 2. From the outside, Too Stormy finishing with interest. So is Moreno Mojo. Then to the inside, I'm Majestic. Late run from Cape Apache from far back. But in deep stretch, it's Classic Move and Leparu on to win it. Classic Move on the drop in class wins it by 3.5. Moreno Mojo second, third, Too Stormy. Close after that, either Milo Diamond or Cape Apache to complete your high 5 in 129 and 2.
It was the class dropper number 8, Classic Move, who gets the job done at an overlay price of 9-2 under jockey Julian Leparu for trainer Shug McGahee and owners Phipps Stable. Second was number 6, Moreno Mojo, ahead of the 9, Too Stormy, who ran third. 7, Milo Diamond completes the super. Late pick 5, good for $403.55. More than one winner in the Rainbow 6 for $633.42. Triggers a Thursday carryover of $18,905.04.
And that's a wrap for this Wednesday edition of Thoroughbred Action. We'll see you back here on Thursday afternoon. We have 11 more races here at Gulfstream Park with a 12:35 p.m. first post.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.